I tell you, folks, I think it's great. No matter where you go in the drive-by media now, you know what? They're all CNN. I mean, they're acting like excited as they would be as if they found the airplane. Everybody's talking about how the drive-by media did not report any of the Gruber tapes for all of those days. They've all just stumbled across that. Isn't that interesting how that happens? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, wrapping up a busy broadcast week here on the EIB network.
Live from the Southern Command in sunny South Florida, it's Open Line Friday.
Yes, sirree. Open Line Friday, where I, your lovable broadcast host, your highly trained broadcast specialist, take one of the most acknowledged career risks taken by anybody in major big-time media. And that is turning over the content portion of the program to people that are not trained broadcast specialists. Open Line Friday means whatever you want to talk about, folks. Have at it. Telephone number 800-282-2882. And the email address, lrushbo@eibnet.com. There's another Gruber tape. And that not only is there another Gruber tape, there is now evidence from no less than PBS Frontline that Gruber discussed the Cadillac tax scam with Obama in the Oval Office. So we have Pelosi out there saying, I don't know, I never heard of this guy. I don't know who he is, but I know he's changing his mind about this. He said this stuff a year ago. And now we found that Gruber explained the Cadillac tax and was giving Ted Kennedy all kinds of credit for another scam. How to get the states to end up paying federal benefits. I mean, it just keeps coming. And now you know what it's time for? Now it's time for the Obama playbook to kick in with the Limbaugh Theorem. He is angry. This is the next predictable phase has happened. The White House, this is the Weekly Standard. The White House is incensed, mad enough to spit, angry as a mashed cat at Jonathan Gruber for saying that the Affordable Care Act had to be sold to the stupid electorate by deceptive means. Right on schedule, right out of the Democrat playbook or the Obama playbook. Now, at this point in the crisis, Obama must declare that he is just mad and upset as anybody else is, and he didn't know about any of this. He saw it in the news like everybody else did, and he's outraged. He is fit to be tied. And that is exactly what's happening. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is on schedule, the Limbaugh Theorem. The Limbaugh Theorem, again, just to review briefly, explains how, year after year, for a total of 6 years, that Obama was never held accountable for any of the mess that he created. Every one of his policies implemented has been destructive to the country, and yet, as far as the drive-by voters were concerned or the low-information voters were concerned, they didn't blame him. And the reason they didn't blame him is because he made it appear that he was never governing. He was always outside Washington. He was always doing campaign appearances. And he is railing about how bad the job market is. And he's blaming all these powerful forces that are opposing him everywhere. And he's working really hard, usually they're the Republicans. So right on schedule, the White House is mad enough to spit. They're angry as hell at what Jonathan Gruber did, as though they had no idea. They just found out reading the news. Had no idea. So mad, they're fit to be tied. Obama's demanding scalps. Well, heads. Scalps. Redskins. Can't have that. Right on schedule. I just love this. I love being able to predict these people. I love when they do things, I love being able to come to you and say, see? Told you this is how they operate. And once again, Obama, true to form, acting like he had no idea, and everybody in the regime, Josh Earnest, the White House press secretary, had no idea who this Gruber guy is embarrassed. This is angry. This is unacceptable. This didn't happen. This is outrageous. We don't know who this guy is. We don't know what he's talking about, but it doesn't represent us. When, in fact, Gruber was only doing Obama's bidding from the get-go. All of this is Obama. It's called Obamacare. Every aspect of this is Obama. Obama signs off on it. Obama wrote it. Obama approved it. But today, Obama's acting like he had no idea that this was going on. It seems that once Obamacare was passed and signed into law, Mr. Gruber couldn't stop talking about how his team had put one over on everybody. I mean, he's sounding like a flim-flam. He's sounding like an average con man, like a carnival barker. He's out there bragging how they got this past everybody by lying and treating them like they're stupid. And the videos of him preening around have now come to the attention of even the Washington Post. And now, since it's hit the drive-by media, the White House is embarrassed. Since it's hit the drive-by media, the White House and Obama go out and say, what? What is this? Who is this guy? He did what? That's unacceptable. We paid him for this? And now Obama's going to be running around taking names and is going to want to know who it is that hired this guy, if anybody did. He's going to ask for an investigation to find out how this guy knows what he knows. What did he really have to do with Obamacare? And did he really do this? And if he did, we got to do something about it. And there's another phase to this. After you do that, then you blame the Republicans for all of it. And that has happened, too. Josh Earnest reported, well, I'll show you. I'll show you how the Republicans can be blamed. Right here at thehill.com, Josh Earnest said that he, too, is angry. He doesn't understand who this Gruber guy is and what this is all about. He said he would disagree vigorously with Mr. Gruber's assessment. And then he said it's the Republicans who have been less than honest and transparent about what their proposed changes to Obamacare would do. So here's Obama, who's changed this law minimum 30 times, and Congress didn't say a freaking word. And I'm sorry, talking about impeachment doesn't cut any slack now. When you let the guy change his own law 30 times unconstitutionally, and you kind of blow it. And so here's Obama has done that in any number of other affronts and assaults to the Constitution. And here comes Josh Earnest, the White House press secretary. You know, this Gruber guy, what he did is outrageous, and we're mad as hell up here at the White House. But let me just tell you this. It's the Republicans who have been less than honest and less than transparent about what their proposed changes to Obamacare would do. Right? So what? It was Boehner and McConnell who promised everybody that they could keep their doctor if they liked their doctor. And it was Boehner and McConnell who promised that if you like your plan, you keep your plan. And it was Boehner and McConnell who lied about everybody's premiums coming down $2,500. And it was Boehner and McConnell who lied about all of the out-of-pocket expenses, such as the deductibles, all that going down to the Republicans told those lies. The Republicans have been less than honest about what they are going to do with them. They don't own a syllable of Obamacare. The Republicans do not own one word of Obamacare. And there's Josh Earnest running. The guys that are really being dishonest are the Republicans and telling everybody what they would do, what their proposed changes are. And so they're the guys that are not coming forward here. We've been transparent. We know who this Gruber guy is, and we're just as mad at him as everybody. It's just right on schedule.